Welcome, my fellow explorers, to a journey through time and space, not to distant galaxies, but to the heart of Africa. Our first stop takes us to the southeastern part of Africa, to the land of Great Zimbabwe. Now, when you hear the word Zimbabwe, what comes to mind? For many, it's the modern nation. But long before its modern incarnation, there existed a civilization that left behind one of the most impressive architectural marvels in human history, the Great Zimbabwe ruins. Imagine a city of stone rising from the earth, its towers reaching for the sky, all without the use of mortar. These massive stone structures, some walls stretching over 16 feet high and 25 feet thick, were meticulously crafted using a technique known as dry stone walling, showcasing an advanced understanding of engineering and construction. These weren't just random piles of rock, my friends. These were intricately designed structures with a purpose, a plan. They were palaces, they were marketplaces, they were centers of religious and political life. And the way they were built, the precision, the scale, it speaks volumes about the ingenuity and the sophistication of the people who built them. We're talking about a civilization that flourished centuries ago, and yet their achievements continue to amaze and baffle archaeologists and historians to this day. Our next adventure takes us across the sands of time to the Mali Empire, a civilization that rose to prominence in West Africa. Now, when we think of empires, we often think of military might, of conquests and domination. But the Mali Empire, while certainly a powerful force, built its legacy on something far more enduring: trade. Imagine a network of trade routes crisscrossing the Sahara Desert, connecting the bustling markets of Timbuktu and Jenne with the Mediterranean world. This wasn't just about exchanging goods, my friends. This was about the exchange of ideas, of knowledge, of culture. It was about connecting people from all walks of life, fostering understanding and building bridges across continents. At the heart of this vast trading empire was gold, the lifeblood of their economy. The Mali Empire possessed such vast reserves of gold that its very mention conjured up images of unimaginable wealth and prosperity. But it wasn't just the abundance of gold that made the Mali Empire exceptional. It was their understanding of its value, of how to manage it, how to use it to fuel their economy and project their influence far and wide. Let's travel back in time to a civilization that needs no introduction: ancient Egypt. A civilization so iconic, so influential, that its legacy continues to captivate us millennia later. When we think of ancient civilizations, Egypt invariably comes to mind. But what is it about this civilization that continues to fascinate us? Their advancements in science, mathematics, and astronomy were unparalleled for their time. The Egyptians developed a sophisticated understanding of astronomy, tracking the stars and developing a calendar system that was more accurate than anything else in the ancient world. They were masters of mathematics, using geometry to construct their monumental pyramids and temples with astonishing precision. And let's not forget their advancements in medicine. The Egyptians developed surgical techniques, understood the human body, and even had a rudimentary knowledge of antibiotics. These weren't just mystical rituals, my friends. This was science in action. These were people who looked up at the stars, who questioned the world around them, who sought to understand the laws of nature and harness them for the betterment of their society. Our journey now takes us south to the Kingdom of Kush, a civilization that rose to prominence in what is now modern-day Sudan. Often overshadowed by their northern neighbors, the Egyptians, the Kushites, were a force to be reckoned with in their own right. They were renowned for their mastery of ironworking, a technology that gave them a significant military and economic advantage. Imagine a civilization that had mastered the art of transforming metal, of shaping it into tools, weapons, and works of art. The Kingdom of Kush wasn't just a powerful empire, it was a center of art, of culture, of innovation. They were pioneers in their own right, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire and intrigue us today. Our final destination takes us to the shores of North Africa, to the ancient city of Carthage. Now, Carthage is often depicted as the arch-rival of Rome, locked in a bitter struggle for supremacy in the Mediterranean. And while their rivalry is legendary, it's important to remember that Carthage was a powerhouse in its own right, long before the rise of Rome. Imagine a maritime empire, its ships sailing the length and breadth of the Mediterranean, their sails billowing in the wind as they carried goods, ideas, and people across the sea. The Carthaginians were masters of trade, their ships laden with textiles, spices, and precious metals, connecting them to distant lands and cultures. But they were also skilled diplomats and strategists, forging alliances, negotiating treaties, and building a vast network of influence that stretched far beyond their North African homeland. Their political system was complex, with a system of magistrates, a senate, and a powerful assembly, demonstrating a sophisticated understanding of governance and civic duty. As we come to the end of our journey, let's take a moment to reflect on the incredible civilizations we've explored. From the towering stone structures of Great Zimbabwe to the bustling trade routes of the Mali Empire, from the scientific advancements of ancient Egypt to the artistic brilliance of the Kingdom of Kush and the maritime mastery of Carthage, these civilizations were not only advanced, but also left a lasting legacy that continues to influence the world today. They were pioneers, innovators, and visionaries who shaped the course of history. Their stories deserve to be told, their achievements deserve to be celebrated, and their legacies deserve to be remembered. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Africa's incredible history.